everyone, my name is Ashling, and today we're going to be playing The Sims 4. Well, sort of. I'm going to be taking a deep dive into the newest update that was released last week. Some of you may know that this update is about fixing bugs and adding new things to make the game better. Well, today we're going to be testing to see if it actually made the game better. But first, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the update and seeing what it actually did. If you go to the Sims 4 page on the EA official website, you can find all the update logs just like I did here in this video. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I have the update up here on my screen, as you can see. So we're just going to kind of scroll through and look at the highlights of it, because we don't want to be reading this entire thing because it's a bit ridiculous. We just want to see what kind of stands out to me. So we're going to be looking at like the bold letters and everything. Apparently they're going to be doing a base game infant playmat, which is really good. I already have the pack that comes with the playmat and everything. I won't have to deal with that at all, really. And apparently we can do backup saves now, which is really good. One thing I'm seeing a lot of people being excited about is this base layers feature that now allows for like more like fashion choices. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that we can start layering clothing now, which is really cool, like adding long sleeves under short sleeves, making outfits a lot more modest and everything. So I'm really excited about kind of playing around with that. Like CC makers will also be like really happy about that, because then like that they've already been kind of using the accessories category for that anyways. So now they just have that specific slot that they can use for actual layers and it not be broken, because I myself use a lot of CC, and when I use that CC, it tends to be broken because it's in accessories and it just doesn't load properly. But apparently they also fixed the infants. Infants cause a lot of trouble in the game, and honestly, that kind of makes me a little happy, because playing with infants is probably the worst thing you can do in The Sims 4. It's the worst life stage there is. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. Oh, and apparently the toddler bugs as well. It says they're gone forevermore. Oh, and Sims can now have restful sleep, and there's autonomy improvements along in the bug fixes. Now, there's also this login event to do, kind of like how we had for the Royal Kit that came out, and it is Lady Bridgerton's Masquerade Ball. This is going to be just a login event, so just make sure you're going to be logging into the game between May 12th through the July 7th to get this login event and all of the things that come with it. I've already gotten the first couple items in the login event just from playing a little bit earlier today. We won't be doing any of the kits because I'm broke and I can't afford that, honestly. But here are a couple pictures of those base game playmats. They're very 80s inspired and very country cottagecore inspired as well. So those are really cool. And then it'll also show us a couple images of the layering feature that we'll be looking a little bit more into in actual gameplay. And then it goes into that backup breakdown as well to recover saves and whatnot. There's nothing really else that I can highlight with this update other than obviously the infant and toddler fixing, the layering, and then of course that new login thing. So let's go ahead and hop into the game, shall we? So here we are in the game. As you can tell, as I'm starting up the game's already telling me that they've done, fixes and apparently have fixed over 150 bugs. For a game that's been out since 2014, you would think they'd be able to fix a lot of these bugs, like when it originally came out. But I guess with there being constantly ever-growing new content that goes into this game, you're bound to have those bugs. Okay, so the first update I want to look into is that layering one. It's the one I'm most excited about personally. So we're just going to use the sim here as our base to kind of look into it. So we'll go into accessories. So it's still under the accessories category. So those custom content creators will still be able to place it under those accessory links, but Now it is like more refined and actually has a place where you can put that CC instead of the CC just going into random slots like gloves, rings, and like leggings and stuff. This base layer really only did things for underneath, like clothing and stuff. So let's find a shirt that kind of is decent and will expose a little bit of like the shoulders and a bit of the midriff. We're just going to use this top to kind of show off each of the different base layers we can have. Obviously we can't see all of them, like this one. You can't even tell that it's under there unless we did like a bikini or something that had like no sides. You can see this one under there. It's like a sports bra. You can change the colors of each of these as well. So if you want to like have the same style of outfit, you can have that. Or if you don't like these base colors, you can go ahead and pick a new color. Like you can put a tank top on, a t-shirt. They've got a couple different tank top options that you can use. They even have this turtleneck option, which is really good for being more like reserved and wanting more coverage for your Sims if you don't want all of their bits hanging out or anything. I feel like this is a really nice update, and I can see custom content creators really expanding on this. Though I don't really see myself using it a lot because I feel like I'm going to forget about it. But otherwise, it should be fine. We did get a new like accessory from the login event here, so I'm pretty sure it would be under event awards. Yes. So this is the mask that we got from the Lady Bridgerton's Masquerade Ball login event that's going on right now. It's inspired off of season 4 of Bridgerton, which is a Netflix series right now, but it started off as a book. This is really heavily inspired by the 4th season Masquerade Ball that Lady Bridgerton throws, where Benedict meets Sophie for the first time and she is the lady in the silver, which is kind of a Cinderella spinoff story in the Bridgerton series, which I loved the season. It was awesome and amazing. Let's go ahead and wrap this sim up and give her an infant so that way we can do some playtesting and see the new mat and test out all of the fixes that they did and a little deeper into the login event for the Masquerade Ball. I went ahead and finished up the sim and we gave ourselves an infant to kind of play around with and test the new infant stuff. We ended up naming the sim Mallory Grant, and this is her little daughter. You can't really see her at all, but that's her little daughter, Carly Grant. I just loaded into one of the pre-made houses in San Sequoia. It already has a couple like infant things already in the house, but we are going to be deleting those and looking at the base game options. So we're gonna go to kids room, infants and toddlers. We're gonna delete that real quick. Here's the playmat. It is the same price as the other playmat, and it's called the little wiggle playmat. The perfect playmat for nap time, tummy time, wiggle time, playtime. Anytime it's a good time for an infant on the wiggle playmat. It's a bit basic compared to our other one that we got. Let's go out in the yard and just compare the two side by side real quick. Growing Together playmat here, and we have our just base game sitting side by side. This one definitely has more details to it, and instead of it having like this foam bit around the entire thing, it only has it on two sides. That could just be this swatch. No, never mind. Each of the swatches has that. Though I will say the little like baubles for these little infants to reach definitely have some cute designs. I'm gonna go with this frog one for now. It's so cute. You got little flowers from the lily pads on them. This one, the baubles don't really have many designs unless you go for the little lamb ones. Then the baubles turn into the little lambs, of course. But this one definitely has a lot more character, more colorful. But if you're wanting like a simple design, you can totally go for this one that they released in base game. So that is pretty cool. And I did go ahead and use that new layering update on my sim here. She's got an undershirt underneath this custom content tank top that I have. Let's go ahead and do some gameplay here to test the infant update out. The infants are supposed to be less buggy now, which is good. Usually it takes me forever to do the tummy time, so let's see if they'll go do the tummy time. Oh, I guess they're gonna do the tummy time right here out in the street, even though we have that play mat over there. Is there already like a high chair or anything? No, there's not a high chair. That is really surprising. Oh, never mind. I'm just playing. I guess we need to do like the milestones and everything to try. So let's look at the login thing real quick. So we're on day 4 of the login thing for the Lady Bridgerton's Masquerade. So for week 1, we got the enchanted mask that we've seen before. And then we have some build mode features as well, like this mementos pinboard, this ball invitation, and this little clock. So let's hop back into build mode real quick to see those. So as you can see, I've got a couple of the event rewards already from the other login things. I am not that good at keeping up with the login things, as you can tell, because I don't have all of them unlocked, but it's okay. For this one, we have this little clock here. It's very cute. It's very like Godfather clock-ish. We also have this pin board that's really pretty and a postcard. Let's go ahead and swatch this. So we've got this pretty white and gold, the base brown and gold, a white and rose gold, black and silver, brown and bronze, and then a darker brown with bronze. And the note board is a bit the same, though it's got that lattice and some stripes that it mixes between, along with a couple floral options. Does the note have any options? No, the invitation does not have any options. But tomorrow we should be getting a fountain, I do believe. Yeah, the Whispering Waters Fountain. Complete your stroll with a beautiful centerpiece of flowing water that keeps a lot of secrets and wishes. So tomorrow when we log in, we will be getting a fountain. And that's just for the first week. The second week, we're going to be getting the Lady Whistledown Society papers, a Moonlight keepsake, so like a napkin, a table, set of gloves, and a dance card. Those are some interesting things. Or if you're really into Bridgerton and you want to do some gameplay, this login rewards update is for you. I mean, there's even a sim trait that's going to be coming out, and it's hard to come by those. Let's get back to testing out the infant update over here. I guess we just continue doing tummy time with her. Wait, why did that say adopt Carly? Isn't Carly our daughter? Obviously, this thing is still glitching. Oh my goodness. Come on, girl. That must be a glitch. Let's get these milestones. Come on. Push through it all. Oh, we have the welcome wagon. We just left our child out in the street. Oh my gosh. My bad, mother. Yay, we can now sit up. Okay. So let's try a food. Because I know the high chair is so buggy. Let's see if it will have her do that at all. It's sure taking its time. Why are we just bouncing? Girl. Did it exit that out? Oh no. I think the high chair might still be bugged. Yeah, because she won't do it. Oh, now we're going. It just took us like a couple tries. That's sad. Now can we take her out of the high chair? Okay. Oh, okay. I will say the gameplay so far is going a lot smoother than it usually is with infants. It did take us a couple tries to get into the high chair there, which is a little upsetting because I thought it was just going to be fixed with the update, but it's okay. I think other than that, we are up to date. Now, for me, this update isn't really the most impactful to my gameplay, but for some of you, it can absolutely change how you play the game and how you see the game in general. I think there's still a couple bugs to fix, but I also just played it for a couple of minutes, so who knows? I will say that it did take a little bit to get her to try and get that infant into a high chair, which was something I thought they would have fixed in that bug, but it's alright. I'll get over it. It's just one time I tried doing it. But if it keeps happening in my gameplay, then I'm going to be like, this still needs to be fixed, and you kind of did like a temporary bug fix. Whatever. The layering, I wish they had just a normal crew neck or a v-neck option on the longer sleeves, because they only have that turtleneck option for the longer sleeve undershirt. I wish they had a different option, because it's just, some people will want a crew neck or a v-neck option for the long sleeves for an undershirt and not just the turtleneck. Because I know personally, when I want to wear like long sleeves under a t-shirt, it will be just a normal like t-shirt crew neck cut underneath a crew neck or v-neck cut t-shirt, and it'll be layered pretty well. I just feel like we need a couple more options there, and that CC creators will have a lot of fun trying to figure out new things that we can put there under that category. And then there is the login rewards thing. I personally am a huge fan of Bridgerton, so I'm going to be enjoying that over the next couple weeks, because that's going to be until July 7th. So make sure you're going to be logging in and getting those rewards. You only have to log in 2-3 times a week to be getting those rewards anyways, so you don't have to be logging in every day to get them in the first place. So you don't have to play every day to get those rewards. You can still get those rewards. But otherwise, I think this update did a pretty good job fixing some things in the game. Not a lot of things, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, my name is Ashling. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!